Prepare yourself, guys. Chris with T3 Medias, and I'm going to give you my binge reaction to the new Netflix series called Girlboss, starring Britt Robertson. Britt Robertson plays a character named Sophia Amoruso, who is a young lady in the mid-20s, around the 2000s era, 2001, 2002, 2003, that time frame, and she's an anarchist, a very outspoken, very loud, very truthful, when it hurts kind of a person that near and dear to my heart when you're brutally honest, when you just put your heart out and just destroy when it's necessary, or sometimes even when it's a little not necessary. And that's the problem with this character, or the genius about this character, that she'll just give it to you straight and just rip into the occasional everyday man whenever she's attacked or feels like things are just going in a way that it should not be going. That characteristic, if you don't know how to talk to people, if you don't know how to really just interact with your fellow man on the level that people in a quote unquote normal situation knows how to deal and knows how to respond and receive and give criticism, then you're going to be looked at as an outcast or a rebel or somebody who just doesn't know how to fit in. On top of that, she's also a very self-destructing kind of a person. Now, we always say that we are our own worst enemy, and yeah, this is true about everybody. You are your own worst enemy, but this is a very particular person who goes out of her way to just destroy things that are just could be working for her, but she just doesn't want them to work for her. And it's only because there's something deep within her that says, I'm not doing what I know I could be doing. I'm not doing what my purpose is in life. But she doesn't know what her purpose is. And you learn that very, very early. She's going to sell vintage clothing, and she makes her own company called Nasty Girl. Now, I think I've heard of this before, and I know this is based on a book, and the TV series tells you that it's loosely based on true events, and quote unquote very loose. Now, whatever that means, I don't know if that was a sexual reference, maybe, but this has got to be based on somebody real. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now, hey, if I'm ignorant to the truth and what this is really based on, it's only because I didn't look it up. I might know who this person is. I maybe have heard who the real Ambrose or whatever her name is in real life, but I'm not. This is not my world. I mean, I'm a movie guy. I'm a Star Wars guy. Fashion is not my thing. Look, I don't got any fashion taste. So if this person is a real person, or if this is the real name of somebody who actually went through these exact events, then I'm sorry, I don't know. But what I do know is that this TV series was very entertaining. First, let me be honest with you. I thought that this was going to be another one of those series where it's like, okay, the privileged little girl who pretty much has America handed to her in a silver platter is now like doing this whole anarchy thing where it's like just this woe is me thing, or I'm a little damaged so I'm just going to take it out on everybody kind of a thing, when she really in real life she really doesn't have anything to complain about. And in a lot of ways that's true, but you do learn that she does have some deep scars in her. When you go through these 13 episodes, you learn that she has some inner demons, almost as if a person who is an alcoholic who has a child, and that child might also develop the same tendencies to be an alcoholic. She has a lot of inner demons that have been given to her from her mother, and the fact that her mother was not around. And this is what makes her the person, the untrusting, only keep a small group of friends and push everybody away because nothing matters, has that kind of a mentality. This also makes her very strong as a leader. And at the beginning, you can tell this is not the kind of person who knew that she could one day run a business or be a leader. Then something in her sparks, and she all of a sudden is motivated to start this company, make it grow, care about it, be consistent at it, and keep trying to make something of it. The one thing that I did not like about this series is the character's whole attitude that now that I'm confident that this is it, that Nasty Girl is going to be a success, you should just get in line and just help me and just get me what I'm asking for. There was a situation in one episode where her and her father had a disagreement about him co-signing for her to have an office space, and her father says that, well, okay, I'll give you some help. And I see the numbers. I think that everything that you're saying is real. But I'm going to put the space in my name and we'll see what happens. And she just flips out. And my first reaction to that was, are you serious? You do not have a track record of steadiness or consistency. And how do I know that you're not going to take this and then next week, next month, next year go, I don't feel like it anymore. I mean, that might not be if this was my daughter that had that exact same mentality or that exact same track record. Her father said that in her young life, when she was a little kid, that she took bad situations, flipped them, and pretty much made lemonade out of lemons. And then somewhere in her adult life, she gave up on herself and she just started going backwards. Now she's found something where she's ready to go forward again. That does not mean that you just took one step. Now, if you had like 10 years of just going ass backwards and today you're deciding to take a step forward, you need to take at least 2-3 years of some consistency going in the right direction before I can just mentally forget the fact that you've just been, effing up for the past whatever years. So that arrogance and whatnot turned me off a little bit, but I understood that when you're in a situation where you know this is it for the first time and forever, that you found something that you're really excited about, you want people to also be equally as excited for you. That's not reality. And you cannot blame other people for being cautious because you've given them every reason to think that this is just another flash in the pan. So now that wasn't that it was a bad thing in the series that turned me off saying that this was a point off from the series. No, it was just a personal reaction that I had with the character, which equally made the show that much better. Now, I've seen a few of the reviews out there, and I didn't read any of them, but Collider had a tagline that said this show is too little too late. Now, I don't know what that means. I didn't read it, and I'm hoping that it isn't what I think it means. Because when I first started watching this series, I thought a lot about Donald Trump for certain reasons. Now, this is a person who obviously becomes a boss. This has to be a story of a woman who's probably the real person is probably a billionaire or millionaire now. She did it, whatever she was doing, it worked, and now she's up there and she's a boss. Now, if this is a story saying that, once again, the only way that you can be a successful business person in America is by being harsh, rude, arrogant, and just straight up mean to people all the time, that is a lesson that does not need to happen. Hell, you have to be a shark to swim with sharks. That's true. But you don't have to be an asshole to everybody. And I hope that that's not where this is going. And I'm going to admit, halfway through the series, I felt like that's exactly where it was going. She started to cut out her friends. She starts to cut out people out of her life, her father. And then all of a sudden, towards the end, a complete reversal. She goes back. And she apologizes, she learns, and she grows. And this is going into the last episode, where she is still the same exact person, but she learns the balance of being that kick-ass anarchist, and then not at the same time, not dumping on the people who are really rooting for you and really have your back and have had your back since day one. And that is when I realized that this was something special. Now, a lot of TV shows are coming out on Netflix, they're rising, they're falling, they're not hitting as well and whatnot, and there's a lot more coming. I hope that this is one of them that survives. I am very interested in seeing where this goes for season 2 or 3 or 4. I want to see how the story ends. I'm not looking up anybody, whoever this person really is or who this person is based on. I'm not looking at any of that. I want to learn from Britt Robertson's character. I want to learn from her. I want to see what she is going, where she's going. I don't care about the real person. Now, if you're out there, if you're real, that's great success. Congratulations. I'm a binge watcher, so I want to learn about your story through Britt Robertson's eyes, and I'm very excited for it, and I'm very happy for it. I love the cast. I love the way it feels. The fact that it feels like I swear, it felt like the first couple of episodes was an indie film. That's kind of like how it was shot. It felt like I was watching an independent film, like a 1 hour and 30-minute romantic comedy that just had some crazy cuts and whatnot. It just felt like something that you would see from the late 90s or something that was just went straight to VHS. I don't know, but it has such a low budgety kind of a feel that I was kind of happy with, that made me think, okay, the writing of this is going to be good. It was very, very funny. It punched a lot of walls down. It just, the cast is outstanding, from RuPaul to whoever. I mean, everybody so far is doing a great job. There's not a character on here so far that I've looked at that I'm going, I'm annoyed with that person. And that person has no meaning, no purpose. Even the people that you see come in, even the comedian Easy or whatever, even in a situation where it was just like a meaningless little one episode kind of situation, there was some meaning behind every little thing. So there's not one character, one actor, actress, or whatever that did anything that made me go, that's person going to be a problem moving forward, but they need to change that. Everything flowed well for me. So if this is getting a low rating or low score, I can't see why. But again, everything is up for debate for everybody. These things hit other people in different ways. For some reason, it hit me, and I'm loving it. So I got no problem with nasty gals, and I got no problem with the girl being the boss. So let me know what you guys think about it after you binge watch this and kill it in a weekend like I had to do. And just tell me if you had fun with it. Tell me if you feel like it has problems. Why is it too little too late? Hit the comment button and just tell me what you guys think about it. Hit the like button if you like my reaction, my review to this. And if I spoiled it for you, I'm sorry. This was a binge review. You should have been paying attention. And hit the subscribe button if you want to see more from me and my reactions, my reviews. Till next time, guys.